Maybe I just have to get through all of them? Or, huh?
Let us out! Let us out of here!
How long are you planning on doing that? Bang all you want, it won't open.
Damn it.
Just take a second, calm down. We need cool heads.
Game design
Hey!
0% of 5. This came out
What the hell
long
are you
before
doing?
Persona 5, I'm pretty sure.
I'm sorry.
Do you know what that button does?
Well, no, but maybe the door opens with it. I really wasn't going to push it though.
Kids are a pain.
But he could have a very good point. We haven't heard anything from Zero. Just sitting around here is useless. Maybe just one tiny push?
Hey, Mira.
Just kidding.
I'm not that reckless.
Cool button.
Don't scare me like
LOL.
But we really don't know much at all. We may be at the point of crazy decisions. The only thing we know for sure is what time it is.
1808.
It must have been around 13:30 when we fell asleep in the lounge. So,
4.5 hours?
Wow, you calculated that fast. And at your age, even.
Was it good?
I was just about to say the
It
same
has
thing.
to be a computer or something.
Seems you still have that problem with numbers, Eric.
Right?
I recall you having trouble calculating change when we first met.
Hey, come on now.
Is that how you two met? I want to hear, I want to hear.
Yeah? My face has got to be all red. I still remember every detail. The fateful encounter was on a Monday.
Numbers are
The
hard,
sky
Lou.
that morning in Nebraska was full of thick clouds, though the gloom cleared in an instant, like a miracle. I always mustered up my best smile for customers, even the boring regulars I was tired of seeing. I still offered the most delicious ice cream to them. I was getting sick of it, though.
What?
Oh, now, don't think it was my work I was unsatisfied with. I really truly love ice cream. But as the days passed, everything felt
What?
hollow, as if there was a hole in my heart. I thought it was just another normal day. I wasn't expecting the moment it changed. I couldn't believe my eyes. I didn't think such a beautiful sight existed in this world. My God, the feelings that hit me. I'd never felt anything like that before. That was when I realized this had to be a miracle. Mira entered my life. She was an angel that looked like a customer.
Ice cream, ice cream.
Shouldn't it be the other way?
The details aren't important. You look like you don't understand. Well, I don't blame you. I didn't get it either. Mira was just such a vivacious vision of beauty. I was just a lowly ice cream shop employee. Next to that, there was no way I would be a good match. But then Mira...
Cut it out. Me, an angel? You gotta be kidding.
I really need to pee,
But it's
holy
true.
shit.
You really
Gotta
are an
wait
angel
until
to
we
me,
get to a
Mira.
decision or something.
It's like you're a completely different person now, Eric.
Huh?
Well, earlier you were being... well, your face was pretty scary.
Did I frighten you that much?
Yeah?
Oh. Gosh. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. You were probably just rattled about what's happened to us. I could tell you were a nice person under all that.
What are you... You're an odd duck.
Looks
is
like
a
you've gone back to
weird
your dopey expression again.
Group.
I guess you calmed down, huh?
Dopey? Man, you're really harsh, Mira. But yeah, I'm okay now. That's right. I'm fine. I can definitely smile no matter what.
Odd and weird is the new normal.
I wonder why Zero decided to lock us up in
Cheesy,
here anyway.
yeah.
Right. Seems like too much effort for it to be just a joke.
A lot of money was pumped into this whole thing.
Maybe all of this is supposed to be part of the DCOM experiment? They wanted to investigate how a closed space affected change on emotions, right?
But then why did they want normal people like us to apply? Wouldn't you want people in helpful professions to go to Mars? Like military officials, researchers, other skilled professionals like that.
How is a military
Maybe
official
the reason
useful?
they chose civilian subjects is because they're planning to send those kinds of people to Mars in the future.
That sounds right. Strangers living together on Mars for an extended period of time. What kind of problems would that bring? How would the subjects figure out solutions to the resulting troublesome situations? According to the DCOM staff, that's what the experiment was trying to determine.
Like the chair-bound old man. They
The
put
what?
us in a difficult position on purpose. To observe how we'd get out.
Sounds like
The
school.
sponsor is a civilian organization that hopes to expand business worldwide.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
they expect to be part of a
Crammed together in a
colonization of
fucking
Mars
tin
in the
box
future.
for 8-9 hours a
Colonizing
day.
Mars?
Hey, have you ever heard this before? If you want to transport live koi from Brazil to Japan, putting only koi fish in an aquarium will result in most of them dying. But by adding something to that same container, you won't lose a single one.
What is it?
A piranha.
A piranha?
But how does that even work?
I guess their self-preservation instincts kick in.
I get it. The fish become so afraid of the piranha that they make an effort to live. That nervous state becomes the power to keep them alive.
Uh-huh.
Wouldn't
In
it
order to
have shot?
survive, you need that sense of urgency.
I see. So, for an actual Mars mission, it'd be a good idea to have a murderer on the crew, huh?
What?
Kidding!
Eric, don't say scary things like that.
Oh, so maybe all this stuff is something similar. Living quietly in DCOM becomes boring, so the emotional state will fade. If you intentionally inject a sense of emergency...
A little late, perhaps, but I will now announce the voting results. All three groups have voted for different teams. Therefore, none have been executed. The current death count, 0. I can't say this is an ideal situation for any of us involved. It appears that none of you fully grasp the essence of this game. Think back on the rules you were told. You will remain in the shelter for eternity until 6 people are killed. I will give you one last chance. A single action from you may result in your escape from the depths. What must you do? It's simple. I shall show you.
I'm supposed to have a scene in that room. I gotta figure out how to go back and grab that.
The other two teams are listening to a message just like this one. In their ward's decontamination room.
What?
The construction of all of them are the same. A yellow button exists on the wall in each. Pressing it activates the showers in the other wards, and they will radiate
Oh.
a solution of hydrogen fluoride.
No, this is what I was thinking of.
No!
It's not only acidic enough to melt a body, but it even dissolves glass and iron. Explaining what would happen if you were under it seems unnecessary. That button on the wall is your right to freedom. Using it will kill the other teams, and you will obtain the needed X passes to escape. I have one final thing to tell you. The early bird gets the worm. After the first team pushes it, the button will become inactive for both of the other teams. Your time limit is 3 minutes. What will you do?
Oh, we gotta hurry or we'll die!
Don't worry. We need to trust the others.
The others, you say? What the hell do you know?
Hey, stop! Where did the nice Eric go?
Shut the hell up, you fucking brat!
Why, Eric?
Ah!
Mira?
At least he's quiet now. I'll leave the rest of this up to you.
Huh?
It'll be interesting to see how you handle this.
What?
Woman power? Yeah, I like mirrors. Oh. Yeah, let's push it first. That should kick us back out to the menu.
What happened?
I
see. Interesting.
Did you push the button?
Does this mean we're going to be saved?
But then... the others will...
Sure will.
You killed them! C-Team and D-Team are gonna...
No, we did. We had to do this so we could survive. There was no way around it.
But...
It's not my fault! I told you from the start not to push it!
What? What are you talking about? It was obvious you were planning on pressing it.
But you're the one who actually did! It was your hand! You pushed it!
You made a wise decision. You sacrificed the lives of others in order to continue your own survival.
Zero.
It truly is a natural human reaction. You simply made an emergency evacuation. The action is legally justifiable. There is no blame to be placed on you for your decision. Now, I'm sure you would like to get out of here immediately.
Nah.
But before that, I apologize. But you must all sleep again.
Why?
1929.
You have done exactly as I commanded. The memory loss drug will not be injected into the three of you.
No. No! I didn't do it. He's the one who pushed it. So he's...
I'm trying so hard to like Eric.
Convenient if you forgot you caused the deaths of others.
But I already told you. I didn't kill anybody. I was only watching. Dad, I was just watching. No. Chris didn't do anything wrong. I was the one who...
What?
Please, forgive him, Dad. Cold. It's cold. The water was so cold.
Pleasant dreams.
Did he get ice baths as
Mom.
punishment? Oh, that happened.
Would you stop talking nonsense?
Zero! You won't get away with this! I swear I'll...
May he rest his days. Looking to back out of this filthy land.
No!
What's wrong? You okay?
We're alive.
Huh?
We really are alive, right?
Hey, are you sure you're alright?
It was a bad dream.
What happened?
Our necks. No. Never mind. Damn. Won't even
budge.
Does that mean it's locked?
Yeah, seems that way.
So that means we're trapped, huh?
Where are we?
The decontamination room? That's how it's labeled on the map.
There are showers in here?
You need to wash all contaminants off after you return from outside. Well, in the case of nuclear war, of course.
Which means there are 2 exits heading to the surface. Here, and the X door in the lounge.
You're right. It looks like there's a hall to an elevator outside. I don't see how they're connected on the map, but it must be there.
Okay, then let's escape through that door.
How exactly do you propose that...
Looks like it's been welded shut.
Maybe it'll open if we push that yellow button over there.
Did you not just hear that it's welded shut?
Then what exactly is it for? Should we try pushing it?
It's clearly suspect. Better not.
How do I
Right.
get this?
1809.
The anesthetic was injected after the vote, around...
1330.
So we've been asleep for almost 4.5 hours.
That might not be true.
Right. Zero did say.
Once 90 minutes are up, an injector in your bracelet will activate. An anesthetic and an agent to erase your memories will be administered.
Means we could have woken up and fallen asleep several times since then. But we just don't
Okay,
remember
so-
any of it.
I'm supposed to be able to
Wonder
get
what the
the
results of the
execution scene.
voting were.
It just didn't.
It's
fucking
highly
trigger.
unlikely that C-Team was able to survive.
Why?
You even have to ask? Diana voted against the plan on the note and chose C-Team.
Whoa, wait, hold up. What are you saying? I thought Diana voted for Q-Team. Isn't that right?
I'm sorry. I don't really remember.
What? How is that possible? How could you forget? After the vote at 1330, he told us we wouldn't be injected with the amnesia meds.
Right, I remember it exactly. Diana had chosen to vote for Q-Team.
No! I know for sure that she definitely voted for C-Team.
Nonsense, you must be out of it.
You're the one out of it, you senile old fart. No. Wait. Don't tell me. Jumped? What Sigma was going on about back in DCOM? Well, it's all true.
Oh, when he was saying mankind would be destroyed? What did he mean exactly? Do you mind explaining?
Even if I did, I don't think you'd believe me. It's highly likely you won't even understand. You see, the things Sigma and I have been through are, complicated and mysterious.
Does that mean your consciousness came from the future? 2074?
Yes, but that's not exactly right. Sigma and I both originated from the current world of 2028. Our consciousnesses were sparked by a specific event into jumping forward to 2074. We returned to April 2029, where we lived 45 years normally through time. In January 2074, our two consciousnesses were booted to the past again, and essentially ended up at this point in time, Christmas of 2028. See, you don't understand, do you?
Doesn't have to make sense. You only need to
Yeah.
believe us.
About what happens in the future?
Correct.
I have to know then. Why was mankind destroyed?
So, are there no
Exactly
puzzles in
destroyed.
this?
It isn't as if there aren't any survivors left.
But a large number are.
Yes, the dead number 6 billion. It's all because of Radical 6. A horrific virus that affects the human brain. It spread quickly worldwide, and humanity began heading to extinction.
The location the virus originated at was the experimental facility, DECOM.
Oh?
That was what we were told, anyway. Some of the information appears to be incorrect, though.
How so?
This is just a guess, but I think Radical 6 wasn't leaked from DECOM. I've got a feeling it came from this shelter instead.
Regardless, back then we believed it all started at DECOM. So we infiltrated the facility as subjects to prevent the release of the virus. With Akane's help.
Akane?
She's the leader of a secret group called Crash Keys that wants to save the world. Using the organization's assets, we hacked the admin server and altered the original subject list and data.
I see. I mean, it all seems so fake. I could hardly keep up with all of it.
Hazy.
We're not lying.
It's true.
All right then. I'd like to go back for a second. Fi, you said you jumped earlier, right?
Yeah.
Does that mean...
Face.
A little late, perhaps, but I will now announce the voting results. All three groups have voted for different teams. Therefore, none have been executed.
We get Zangy, and then we get bad endings through
I'm
this.
so glad.
I can't say this is an ideal situation for many of us involved. It appears that none of you fully grasp the essence of this game. Think back on the rules you were told. You will remain in the shelter for eternity until 6 people are killed. I will give you one last chance. A single action from you may result in your escape from the depths. What must you do? It's simple. I shall show you. The other two teams are listening to a message just like this one. In their ward's decontamination room.
That can't be.
The construction of all of them are the same. A yellow button exists on the wall in each. Pressing it activates the showers in the other wards, and they will rain down a solution of hydrogen fluoride.
What? Hydrofluoric acid?
It's not only acidic enough to melt a body, but it even dissolves glass and iron. Explaining what would happen if you were under it seems unnecessary. That button on the wall is your way to freedom. Using it will kill the other teams, and you will obtain the needed X passes to escape. I have one final thing to tell you. The early bird gets the worm. After the first team pushes it, the button will become inactive for both of the other teams. Your time limit is 3 minutes. What will you do? Will you press it or refuse? It is ultimately all up to you to decide.
Wait, don't!
I'm doing it to protect you too.
What?
It's not to escape. Of course I don't want to kill the other teams. But if we don't act, we're the ones who die.
It's not for certain. No one pushes it before 3 minutes are up.
But if we wait, all 3 teams will be killed. The acid will melt even our bones, and all that's left will wash down the drain. Is that how you want to reunite? To hug and cry together in the train? Well, then we wouldn't even be able to see or hold them.
Wait, Sigma! Please calm down!
How can I possibly do that? Someone on another team could be pushing the button right now as we speak.
Just listen, please! Zero did say that we had 3 minutes. But he never said what would happen once the time limit ended.
She's right. 3 minutes is just a space of time. There's still a chance nothing will happen after the deadline is over.
Yeah.
It must
Or you die.
mean
You already did.
that we're being tested to see how much much we all trust.
Please believe Sigma.
Sigma's gotta
Trust
be
the other
supposed to be
teams.
your. I don't think he is. Maybe Troy Baker? But I think it's a little too deep for Yuri. Yeah.
Diana, what did you just...
Are you kidding me? You just finished begging me to trust the others. What the hell was all that for? Answer me, Diana!
I don't know.
Lord.
I don't know why I pushed the button.
Not again.
What do you mean?
Our vote back at 1330? Diana chose C-Team instead of going along with what was on the note. I asked her why, and she said the same thing as now. I don't know.
That's ridiculous. I don't know about that.
I know.
What?
I'm saying I know what you don't know. My thought earlier, that we probably...
You made a wise decision. You sacrificed the lives of others in order to continue your own survival. It truly is a natural human reaction. You simply made an emergency evacuation. The action is legally justifiable. There is no blame to be placed on you for your decision. Now, I'm sure you would like to get out of here immediately. But before that, I apologize. But you must all sleep again.
1929. Our time is up.
You have done exactly as I commanded. The memory loss drug will not be injected into the three of you. It would be inconvenient if you forgot you caused the deaths of others.
No! How did this happen?
Pleasant dreams.
Oh, a little bit. Good time to call it.
Nothing's happening.
Yeah.
See? I told you, didn't I? None of the others pushed the button.
That you
so
know
that's
of.
proof that the other teams can be trusted to cooperate.
It seems there may be a misunderstanding, so I shall clear it up for you. I never said the showers would activate as soon as the button was pressed. Which means you've yet to learn whether the button has been activated by someone or not.
What?
And when?
Then the anesthetic will...
I get it now.
Don't tell me we'll be asleep when...
Now, it is time for you to sleep. When next you wake, know that you will have no memory of these past 90 minutes. Pleasant
Oh.
dreams.
Wait, no memory of the past 90 minutes. Yeah, this has certainly been a time.
This is called the decontamination room?
I think you're supposed to clean off after returning from the surface. Well, that was for when there was a nuclear war and the world was contaminated.
What?
Ah, that explains the showerheads.
Just as I thought. This won't open either.
The map shows an elevator hall beyond this door. If we came down the elevator normally, we'd be able to run into this room immediately, but...
What about that? It's connected to the lounge.
I checked it earlier, but no dice. Locked up tight.
Do you think Zero trapped us in here to make us play the decision game?
It's pretty obvious at this point. 1810.
I think it was about 1330 when we finished voting and the drug put us to sleep.
So that means we were napping like toddlers for 4.5 hours.
Junpei, I have something I've been wanting to ask you.
Why are
During
you
the
such a
vote
dick?
earlier, you told Carlos.
Come on, Carlos. Vote for Q Team. Yeah, what about it?
What about? How could you be so horrible? You used to. You'd never have said that a year ago.
Oh, like you're one to talk.
What? What happened to you, Junpei? What happened while I was gone?
I'd like to know more about you, too.
What's that, Carlos? Does that mean you're interested in me?
No.
God.
My focus is my little sister. Got no time for a love life.
Heh, so our hero of justice has a sister complex.
Junpei? Carlos really is worried about you.
Well, it's more I want to know about you both. Weren't you friends as kids? And last year you were trapped just like this and escaped together. So why?
Why the animosity, you mean? That's exactly why.
Junpei.
I've seen people die. Horrible, cruel deaths I never wanted to see. So many. I'm probably becoming numb. After what
It's interesting
happened
that
last
Carlos
year,
didn't
I quit
care about
school
the-
and joined a detective firm.
Oh man.
Suggesting he
What
would
made
be
you
hitting
wanna
on
do that?
Junpei.
It was all because of Akane there. She up and disappeared, so I went to a firm to try and find her. It's small, but known to work among the underground. I've snuck into places running human organ trafficking like they're trading cookies. Saw a coworker I'd just finished eating with pushed off a rooftop the other day. Never had a by-the-books case where I just had to prove he cheated. Every job that passed my hands was dirty and dangerous. That's when I realized
It was so bad for
humans
the kid Q.
aren't
Why
as
are they blaming
beautiful
him
as
for
I
everything?
thought. I'd only been skimming the surface all this time.
He is.
So every day, after work, I'd drink myself to sleep.
I mean,
I slept in
for-
my bathtub with the shower running.
about
It was the only way I was able to get the scent of blood off me. But last month, finally, I got intel through our network that Akane was joining this experiment.
So that's why you came to DCOM.
Yeah, I threatened those in charge and forced my way in.
They're shading in this game is so yeah. So Q is the biggest suspect because everyone else was part of the DCOM experiment. Q
Akane,
suddenly showed
how's
up
Santa? I mean, Aoi.
My brother.
like
I
at the
heard
start
about
of this
Ace.
game.
He's stuck in jail if he hasn't escaped yet. Lotus is doing all right. She's working and raising her kids still.
Who told you this?
That detective guy, Seven. I worked with him once. We destroyed Free the Soul's headquarters.
Destroyed?
Hey, what's Free the Soul?
A religious cult. They're a freaky terrorist organization who never stop trying to create their new world.
They abducted my brother and I 10 years ago.
And the game we played last year was related to that big kidnapping case.
My brother and I were trying to track Free the Soul's movements, but you were too, Junpei?
I came across some info on them while I was working. Seven was the one still on their trail. But I kinda think we went too far by destroying their headquarters. I'm pretty sure we pissed off their boss. I think his name was Brother.
So wait, you're saying this Zero the Second has something to do with him?
You know anything about it, Akane?
I already told you I'm not connected to this. I don't know why this person is calling themselves Zero.
Why don't you enlighten us as to why you joined DCOM, Akane?
Junpei,
Someone using that name has thrown us into a similar game. No way you can ask me to believe they're unrelated.
He has a
Stop
point.
it, Junpei. From what I can tell, Akane's the victim.
I'm here to change the future. Free the Soul is currently attempting to implement a terrifying plan. I infiltrated the experiment to stop that.
So you knew that this game would happen?
I don't know. I didn't know any specifics about all of this.
But you just said it's to change
They
the future.
A
just
very
fucked up
distant
those
future.
subtitles.
So you access the morphogenetic field and...
Hold up. What are you talking about?
They definitely fucked that up. Axis, what the fuck?
A little late, perhaps, but I will now announce the voting results.
Why'd he have to interrupt now?
All three groups have voted for different teams. Therefore, none have been executed. The current death count, 0. I can't say this is an ideal situation for any of us involved. It appears that none of you fully grasp the essence of this game. Think back on the rules you were told. You will remain in the shelter for eternity until 6 people are killed. I will give you one last chance. A single action from you
The plan.
will result in your escape from the depths. What must you do? It's simple. I shall show you. The other 2 teams are listening to a message just like this one
Oh, you got it.
in their
Good job.
ward's decontamination room.
What?
The construction of all of them are the same.
What do I have hiccups?
A yellow button exists on the wall in each.
Oh, that thing.
Pressing it activates the showers in the other wards, and they will rain down a solution of hydrogen fluoride.
Hydrogen fluoride?
It's not only acidic enough to melt a body, but it even dissolves glass and iron.
I'll strike skills until you absolutely eat shit.
If necessary. That button on the wall is your way to freedom. Using it will kill the other teams, and you will obtain the needed X passes to escape. I have one final thing to tell you. The early bird gets the worm. After the
I
first
gotta
team
click
pushes
the
it,
button.
the button will become inactive for both of the other teams. Your time limit is 3 minutes. What will you do? Will you press it or refuse? It is ultimately all up to you to decide.
Isn't it obvious?
I'm gonna touch it.
Wait! Let's think about this.
Get out of my way, Akane.
Shit.
We need to push the
Let's
button
go.
before the other teams do.
Especially until
What
it's
are
not
you
correct.
saying, Junpei? Are you really planning to sacrifice everyone else so you can escape?
It's to survive. It's kill or be killed. So we need to make sure to kill them first.
Junpei, 1 year, and you've changed so much. Ah!
Junpei! Damn you! Do you want to die? You're okay with never seeing your sister again?
Maria.
No way in hell I'm dying! I did not go through everything just to die today! Ugh!
No, don't,
People
Carlos!
in a team die
If
without
none of the teams push it,
entire
then
team
it has
dying.
to be like when we voted.
Right now, no.
While you're wishing on a star, we'll end up killed.
Junpei!
Push it, Carlos!
I will. I'll show you why I say that after this. After I do this. Let me click. I mean, not unless you want to do it with your bare hands. Click.
Carlos, why?
No, Akane.
Hey, you did good, Carlos.
Junpei?
You dedicated your life to saving people, so this is probably hard for you. But what you did
Is this Matt Mercer?
Stop!
Carlos?
Junpei looks so
It
weird.
wasn't me.
He's.
Someone took my hand and
You're not going to say the devil made
It's
you do
me.
it, are you?
made me?
Maybe it's stress, or you've always had that urge buried deep down inside. Blamed your bad judgment calls on something controlling you?
Yeah, maybe it's
Come on,
because
It's just part of being human. Life
Junpei
experiences.
didn't have a VA 999, but like both VLR and Zero Time, he is such a cunt.
You made a wise decision. You sacrificed the lives of others in order to continue your own survival.
Zero.
It truly is a natural human reaction. You simply made an emergency emergency evacuation, the action is legally justifiable. There is no blame to be placed on you for your decision. Now, I'm sure you would like to get out of here immediately. But before that, I apologize. But you must all sleep again.
But why?
Another execution.
It is 1929. Time for good kids to be in bed, or something.
You have done exactly as I commanded. The memory loss drug will not be injected into the three of you. It would be
My June there's a game like this, but the other teams don't actually die.
deaths of others.
I
They just
killed
have
all of them.
communication cut off, and then they meet up later. I mean, to be fair, there's no proof that that doesn't happen here.